Hello, hello, everybody. It's Debbie Chen, and we're talking about only the essentials. Let me say that again. Only the essentials, just for you, because we don't have time for that fluff and stuff, right? So, anyway, do any of you have dogs? Little floofies, as I call them. And actually, mine are being strangely quiet. So usually that means they're probably doing something they shouldn't be doing. So it's too quiet in here. But anyway, so my dogs go crazy at the front door. Does anybody else have that issue? It doesn't matter who it is. If it's the mailman, oh, forget it. But even just anyone coming to the front door. But once you come inside the door and they sniff you a little bit, you actually become their best friend. Does anybody have that same issue? Okay. If anybody has any tips about that, please comment below, whether you're watching right now live or if you're catching the replay. We have tried just about everything short of a shock collar. I'm trying to avoid that. I don't know, but maybe, I don't know. But if you have any tips or know of some good trainers, because other than that, they do pretty well. But it's just at the front door, they go absolutely bananas. So we've tried different things where you can use like a can of tuna, emptied out, obviously, and cleaned it out, put in a bunch of coins, and then tape it back up. And so when you shake it, if they're starting to bark and get a little out of control, you kind of shake it, and it just like snaps them out of that whole mindset. Because it's kind of like like Caesar Milan. If you follow him, the dog whisperer, it's about snapping the dogs out of the wrong mindset or correcting them out of a mindset. So that that was fine, but that can of coins is right by the front door. I can't get to the front door fast enough before they start barking up a storm. So, and we try, I don't know, we've tried everything. So this seemed to work. You want to know what the secret was? What I tried out of sheer desperation? Yeah, just comment below. Yes. What did you do? Oh my gosh. Okay, so imagine this scenario. I know the mail person is coming, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Hey, Tammy, good to see you. Okay, we're ramping up. I'm sitting in the living room going, oh, here it comes, here it comes. Oh, man, it's like having naughty children. Do you remember when your kids were really little and like, oh, yes, they're mine? Yeah. So I felt that coming up, and I just knew it was happening. But then I had to step out away from the front door to do something, and it was coming. The mail lady was coming. Here she was coming, like, oh, yeah. So all I could do was immediately was thinking like, okay, what can I like throw at them that won't hurt? No, obviously I wouldn't do that, but what can I do to really just, what do you call that? When you just kind of squelch that furnace that's burning up, or how do you say that? To bring the mood down, to calm them down, and so forth. And the only thing I could think of in a split second is I had some of my essential oils nearby, and there's one blend that is wonderful for humans and dogs, dealing with just balancing and grounding and calming, and great for anxiety. And then I had another blend handy that's actually great for just resting and getting those gears to slow down, and it's really lovely for sleep. And you can use either of those really diluted with your dogs, and it's very safe. But I just happened to have it handy, and I was like, I'm desperate. This is all like within split seconds of thinking, how am I going to diffuse this situation really quick? So like I grab my bottles, and as I'm running towards the door, I'm unscrewing them. And what I ended up doing, I felt like I was in like on the baseball field. I literally took and I just threw the drops. Oh, you do the cans of coins too? Oh yeah, I know, right? You almost have to have like the can of coins in your pocket. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so totally, because I know, I mean, obviously I'm not going to throw something that's going to hurt them or be detrimental or anything like that. But I literally just threw it, and that's where like, where was that movie camera where they go, the slow motion as the, hey Rachel, as the droplets of oil are going to the front door, and I'm like, please, I was like, please let it work. And as the droplets fell, and mind you, the dogs were like, you get this, the anxiety, the noise, everything started just going crazy. And I threw those, hey Rachel, I just threw the drops, and I just waited like 1 second, and all of a sudden, whoosh, yeah. I was like, really? That quick? And it was like this instant switch. And it didn't, nothing harmful, but it just squelched that situation. And I was so surprised. Even I was like, chirp, 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 chirp. What just happened? So I don't necessarily recommend that all the time, but it sure was nice. And it sure worked that time. So I know, Rachel, I know if try it next time with the dogs. Well, they probably don't go crazy like mine do. Yours are less naughty than mine. But anyway, it was just a really funny scenario. And I love to tell the story because I mean, I just keep picturing the movie, right? In slow motion and seeing these droplets of oil and then land by the front door and the dogs just going, literally, they just kind of went, whew, and they went into, yoga position, downward. They went into downward dog. That's what they did. Drop on all fours. Anyway, just wanted to share that funny story. It just splits my sides every time when I think about it. And it's just really funny. And so actually what you can do is you can take those same oils and not get into that tense situation, but just put a couple droplets by the front door before a person's coming or before the mailman's coming. And if you want to know what the oils were that were in those blends, just comment below. I can send you what they are. But anyway, just wanted to share this story. Hope you all have a good evening. Thanks so much for joining in, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Alrighty, have a good evening. So good to see you guys. Bye bye now.